Back speaking with Glenn Grayson this morning from Aruma Resources on JustStocks. Glenn, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good to be catching up, Glenn. Results back this morning here. This from a recent drill program at your Salmon Gums Project. You've seen some significant thicknesses. Just give us a bit of detail as to what we've seen here.
That's right. So the program was a bit of a combination, gold and rare earth. So we've got the Salmon Gums Gold, where we've had a pretty good hit late last year in Norseman style mineralisation. So we're trying to chase up some repeated structures there. We weren't successful in doing that in this program, but we thought we'd do some air core along the southern border. Our neighbours down there, OD6 and Meeker Metals, have been pretty successful in their rare earths exploration down there. So their anomalies certainly trend and strike onto our ground. So we did some drilling there, and it's turned out to be quite successful.
And so you've seen multiple high-grade clay rare earth hits. What's the significance of the clay-hosted mineralisation?
It's so the difference in the clay versus hard rock. There's I guess there's two camps there. It's easier to get the rare earths out of the clay than hard rock. You don't need your big, nasty, expensive, really expensive process plants. But it does come with, it's seen as not terribly environmentally friendly in extracting it. So if you've got the higher grades of the rare earths, it's certainly a viable option. So the grades we're seeing, which we've got a couple of hits above the 1,000 ppm TREO, 3 metre composites, that is. So they're getting into the grades that certainly make it a viable option. As well as that, we did do some surface sampling, 0.8% TREO there. So that's the highest grades of the rare earths down in the region to date, and we think we're onto something there. But the thickness of the downhole intersections are pretty substantial, yeah.
And so given some of the grades here, you reckon there's a large untested potential for the project?
We think so, and together with our neighbours, the potential is quite large. That's the first phase we've done for rare earths. It does warrant some follow-up. It does certainly add another bow into the Salmon Gums project as well, as far as the value of it goes. So yeah, it is pretty exciting.
You mentioned before OD6 metals and Meeker metals. You're a long strike, I believe, also from Pantora's Scotia Gold project, are you?
That's right. That's to the north, and that's why we pegged the Salmon Gums project, was to follow up that. It was always mapped incorrectly as part of the Fraser Albany zone, but it's not. They're definitely Yilgarn rocks. So that's right. Yeah, following up that Norseman style mineralisation.
And so in terms of follow-up programs, will a big focus be on the rare earths? Will you also be looking to follow up on some of the gold?
I think we're still predominantly gold explorers, but it certainly adds value. So uh, I'm a big believer in pegging the right ground for the wrong reason. So if we end up with a rare earth project, so be it. It's just recognising that.
Look, Glenn, you've also got the saltwater project. You'll be expecting to get back up there shortly, will you?
That's right. That's up in the Pilbara. So we've been waiting for summer to subside up there. So it's pretty hot and wet up there. Come late March, early October, early April, we'll be back there to do some more soil sampling, and that's predominantly with a gold focus, as well as potential for some rare earths and base metals.
And so apart from Glen Salmon Gums and saltwater, are you assessing any additional new projects for the portfolio?
We are. We're always looking. We've got a good bit of cash in the bank with not a lot of shares on issue. We've only got 200 million shares on issue. Um, So my market cap at the moment with Aruma is about the same as what the cash in the bank is. So I'm looking for projects that really add value to Aruma, and I think we can do that pretty well at the moment. So gold's finally getting a kick. This morning or the last couple of days, it's certainly starting to take off. It's up well over the $2,000 US. And copper as well. Copper is seen as a nice steady forward-looking commodity.
I suppose you raise an important point there. Given your enterprise value, your seriously leveraged to any exploration success moving forward.
Certainly are. Yeah, we'll let the drill bit do that for us as well.
Good to see you, Glenn, and thanks for your time on JustStocks.
Thank you very much, Andrew.